Guys, I know the whiskey market has been in flux for the past, call it 8 months, basically since the beginning of the year. But there are still those of us out there who are looking for those allocated bottles, the next big thing. Well, I've got 5 slept-on bottles that are still really good without busting your wallet. Roll that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to T-Rod Whiskey. I am, of course, your host, T-Rod. If you're new here, hey, welcome to the crapshoot. This is what we do. If you are not new here, you're a subscriber, hopefully. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. You can go ahead and hit that bell notification too, so you find out whenever I am dropping new content. Fair enough, right? So today, we're just gonna go through a list real quick, real rapid fire style, of 5 slept-on bottles that you should be able to find at your local liquor store that are going to either hit outside of their weight class or at the very least compete with an experience that a lot of the allocated bottles would normally provide. Now, I don't get a ton of allocation. I have a liquor store owner here who's very cool with me. I spend a lot of money with him. We go there for a bunch of stuff, whether we need milk for the house or just, snacks or cooler beverages or whatever. We always go to that same store. So when I really want something, I hit him up, I chat with him a bit, and I say, hey, this is what I'm really looking for, and he hooks me up. But all of these bottles should be relatively attainable to just about everyone. There shouldn't be any region-specific bottles in this list. So without too much further, we're going to just jump into it, okay? No particular order. The first one, let's go with RD1. Now, this is not the popular green label. That's the Brazilian Amburana finish, and I know it was the new hotness about 2.5 years ago. It just hit the market. It was one of the first mass-produced, widely distributed Amburana finishes on the market. But this was also released with it, and I actually prefer this one. I do like Amburana, but it's not generally my favorite. This is the RD1, the brown label. It is double finished in oak and maple barrels. This is 99.9 proof, so let's just call it 100 proof, because that's really basically what it is, right? 99.9 proof, it is small batch, and it is delicious. This is just pure maple syrups, pancake syrup, wood oak, sweet, just a really nice dessert style whiskey. It's actually, I think it's like $5 or $8 cheaper than the green label. It's just as available. I know the green one is sitting around on shelves nowadays because the popularity kind of fell off a little bit, but this one is actually very good, and I prefer it to the green label. So RD1, the brown label maple finish, give it a shot. I think it's definitely worth the time and the money. Next one. This was one of my videos not too long ago, but this is the Pendleton 10-year bourbon whiskey. And I know what you guys are going to say, oh God, there's an MGP product. Yes, it is sourced whiskey. However, it is still a 10-year-old, 90 proof, super flavorful whiskey that I think can go, maybe not beat, but at least go head to head and hold its own with the likes of Eagle Rare. It's going to have a very different flavor profile, and it's going to give you very different notes. It's not an apples to apples or a one-to-one comparison, but it is a 10-year age statement. It is 90 proof. It is less than $50. It is plentiful. It is available. So you won't have to go hunting around everywhere for it. So this is made by Pendleton. It is bottled by Hood River Distillers out of Oregon. So they make like the popular Trails End brand. That's another one of their products. But this is really good. I got like a coconutty kind of vibe on this. Like, what's that Girl Scout cookie? Like toasted coconut or Samoas, those Girl Scout cookies. I got a little bit of that on this, and I don't know exactly why or if I, can pull that note all the time, but it's got a beautiful bottle, readily available. I think they have pretty wide distribution at this point. So yeah, Pendleton 10-year, give that one a shot. Okay. Barrel bourbon, specifically some of the older batches. I have not always been the biggest fan of barrel bourbon because if you look at the label, they all kind of look the same. You got to really get in there and look at, okay, what's my batch number? How many bottles were in that batch? What's the age statement? You got to kind of research what went into the blend. And it made it very, very difficult to differentiate from one batch to another. For reference, this is a batch number 28. So this is 10 years old. I know there's actually some like 14 or 15-year-old whiskey in this batch, but these are really good. Barrel does not get as much credit as it probably should for doing some truly innovative things. The Barrel Seagrass is one of my favorite bottles, and it sits on shelves all the time. It's readily available. I know some of their 5-year, the foundation stuff, or the double barrel foundation is starting to really make some waves, and that's awesome. I love that they get that recognition, but guys, don't sleep on some of these older bottles. Batch number 28, I mean, I think they're on batch like 40 now or something. So this one's definitely a little bit older, but it's really, really good stuff. And I would encourage you to check your local liquor store, kind of dig back on the shelf and see what batches they might have available. You might find a hidden diamond in the rough. Our fourth, this is Tin Cup 10 Year. So it is another sourced whiskey. However, this one might appeal more to the newer drinkers, maybe people that aren't such proof hounds. I think this one's 86 proof. A couple of years ago, ADHD Whiskey called this the best low proof whiskey on the market. And I think that's absolutely correct. Excuse me, it's 84 proof. But this is bottled by Tin Cup out of Denver, Colorado. Comes with this cool little cup on the top. Super cool, neat bottle design. They do have a 14-year-old as well. And now they've got the 10-year, the 6-year, the 14. Cool bottle design, cool concept. I believe it's MGP whiskey. Yeah, distilled in Indiana. So it's MGP whiskey that is cut with Rocky Mountain River water. And I think it's really good. It has a lot of bright fruit notes to it, especially for its low proof. It's very accessible. I think this is right at that $50 price point. Every liquor store in the world is going to have this just because it's got the little kitschy, cool tin cup on the top. It's cool. It's a nice conversation piece, cool bottle shape. It's going to fit on the shelf next to pretty much everything. Definitely give this one a try. I mean, what do you have to lose? A nice 84 proofer is great on a hot day. Lastly, number 5. And this one, I know the Bourbon Junkies have talked about this one a couple times. New Riff single barrels. This is a store pick from Red Wagon in Troy, but even just the regular non-store pick single barrels that'll sit on the store shelves at your Kroger's, your Publix, your Meijers. These things are like $50, $55, and they're awesome. Now that the whiskey's getting to be a little bit older, I mean, their 4-year offerings were just out of this world. This one is over 6 years old, and they give you the tasting notes, the aroma notes, the finish. So this one's got an aroma of vanilla, custard, and polished oak with flavors of overripe banana and red apple, and it's got a dry spice finish to it. So it gives you tasting notes. It tells you what you should expect. So before you buy that single barrel, you're going to know what it is that you're getting. And the proof's not terrible. 107.4 proof. That puts it right in my wheelhouse. Everybody carries New Riff, and their stuff is only getting older. Super accessible, super delicious, great distillery. The people there are wonderful. They've always got something cool on the shelf. But this is on every grocery store shelf. So there's no reason in the world why you shouldn't be looking for it. Okay. But that's it, guys. That's 5 slept on whiskeys that I think everybody should be checking out. Don't buy into the hype. Don't go chasing the allocation. Unless, you're like me, where you got a YouTube channel, you got a speakeasy full of 1,100 different bottles. Find the good stuff, drink the good stuff. Don't chase the hype, but if somebody offers it to you, don't turn it down either. That's it, guys. We'll see you next time. Cheers.